Hi there, welcome to the 2:45 live stream of trumpet practice. Can you guys hear that? Hi there, welcome to the 2:45. Oh, an echo! Let's get rid of that. My friend's son is in there doing trumpet practice, so that'll be the opening music for the winner of Request Wednesday, Sunless Sea. I'm using completely new recording equipment, so everything sounds super weird to me. I hope it sounds okay to you guys. See, I just banged my face into the stupid mic. This is so weird. I'm used to having a headset, right? Alright. Presumably the echo's gone. Right? Listen, Iron Man. Do you guys hear that? It's so adorable. Let's see. So it is Wednesday. Every Wednesday we stream whatever you guys want. So we have a drawing on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And the winner of Monday's drawing was Sunless Sea. Richard Holt says it sounds a bit harsh. Do you mean the microphone? Should I turn this down? The trumpet is good. Your voice sounds harsh and different and loud. Okay, let's mess with gain. Hold on. Oh, God. Which one is gain? Gain. Do you want gain down or gain up? Is that too far down? What happened there? I won't switch over to the game until we've done the technical faffing about. How's that? I turned gain down. Did that help? Maybe I should just not talk as loud. Here, I can turn it down even more. Wait, is that the gain button? Shoot a monkey. I can't tell what's... It's really hard turning buttons when you can't see them. Richard says it's a little nicer. Alright, okay. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye on the little... Hey, this is how loud your voice is, bar. Fred Uwe says it's good for him. Okay, good. We'll do that. For now. Keep me posted. This is all weird news. Sounds weird in my ears. Richard Schultz said whatever I pressed helped. Good. It's called gain. Super technical term. Quick thing. You guys can see this on the screen there. I'm on Twitter at QT3. I've got a Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. And... I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Chris Hornbossel opting out of doing any horror-themed stuff this October. Because he's scared, because he's chicken. The horror movies finally got to him. Now, he says his work schedule is nuts this year. Chris, I hear you, brother. So maybe I have some ideas. We'll see. There's a couple weeks till October officially begins. Markinson said my voice disappeared. Wait, what? I see the little bar saying, hey, you're making noise into the microphone, dummy. Does it work now? I don't want to go over to Sunless Sea. Sunless Sea will involve a lot of reading. Spoiler alert. I bet you can hear when I click the mouse, too. Like, let's see. Yeah, what do you think of that? There's a woman here in L.A., on NPR named Pat. Oh, shoot. What's her last name? Dadgummit. She wears hats. She's really goofy. And listening to her on the radio drove me crazy because you could always hear this. Chris says he's not hearing anything. Uh-oh, really? Let's see if we go over to Sunless Sea if there's any music. Well, there's no music, but you hear water drops, right? The music will kick in at meaningful moments. Yeah, tapping. Here you go. Here's my mouse. You guys get used to that. All right, so what technically won, as you can tell by the weather mark up there, is Pennsylvania says it's going to be an hour until I hit end turn in most streams, but in this stream it'll be an hour until I get to the first port. Could be. This is a... Some would say slow game. I would say drawn out intentionally. I think that's part of the point. You guys missed the little epigraph at the beginning of the game, but it's this awesome Joseph Conrad quote about how the sea is not man's friend, but it... Oh, shoot. I can't quote Joseph Conrad from memory. Sue me. It's awesome. Boot this game up and you'll see it. Anyway, this game starts with a Joseph Conrad quote. One cost because the game has a lot of teal. Yeah, when London was carried away by bats 3 decades ago in the reign of Victoria, she's a queen, this was the color of it. And now it's underground. It's not getting a lot of sunlight, so super teal. Fallen London is teal. So what just happened was the Submariner DLC won the Request Wednesday. I have not played any of it. I played this when it first came out. I reviewed it and quite liked it. I really admire what they're doing with this. The guys that do the Fallen London games at Fail Better, that's their name. They're fantastic writers, and their gameplay design has been sort of slow catching up, but I really admire the way they incorporate writing into their gameplay, for better or worse. And in my opinion, better. Richard Holt claims that Victoria is not his queen. Well, Richard Holt, how old are you? What time period are you living in? Is it going to be a big deal when the current Queen of England dies? It is, isn't it? England's going to freak out, right? Okay, so the Submariner DLC 1, I haven't played any of the Submariner DLC. It's not something when you enable Fallen London, when you boot it up, you click, yes, Submariner. It's built into the gameplay story, into the narrative. You have to access it in the course of playing. So I don't know how close I was to getting a submarine, but that was the request. Hey, look at the Submariner DLC. So I booted up the game yesterday to set up this all-important watermark. Those things are probably pointless, right? Those are dumb. Even someone told me, you know, you don't need those. I feel like it helps when people join late and oh shoot, there goes the microphone. All right. I feel like it helps when people jump in late and they're like, hey, what game is this? I'm happy to answer that. Sometimes I miss the question, but now they can look up here. Richard Holt says, here's the Joseph Conrad quote. I'm sorry, Richard Holt doesn't say. I'm now reciting it from memory because I'm just that good. The quote is, the sea has never been friendly to man. At most, it has been the accomplice of human restlessness. If you were to ask me without telling me that was Conrad, I would guess, Melville? Nope, Joseph Conrad. So I haven't played any of the Submariner stuff. That was the request. So I booted up my saved game and was just setting it up for the watermark, remembering the hotkeys. I've taken notes. Here's the pad right here. You can hear it. That piece of paper. Those are notes on the hotkeys. What else did I write? Oh, these are the quests that I had. I can scratch those out. Don't need those anymore because guess what? I died. Right off the bat, I was sailing around in a broken ship. I was limping back into port, and I was trying to remember, wait, how do you shoot? And I was down to like 2 hull, and I was like, oh, I should probably run. So I'm running, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's the boost key, F for fast. There's the boost key, and I hit the boost key, and my boiler overheats, and I got a little event, and I died. So I'm right here. You die, you can pick what legacy you want from your previous captain. My previous captain, she had not left a will, so some of the stuff that I'd earned I didn't get to carry over, but I did, you do choose, okay, what's the relationship of your new captain to your old captain? This captain here, I did not pick that picture, by the way. I think I'm going to get to change that. This captain here is a correspondent to my previous captain, whose name was Eliza Coyle. C-O-Y-L-E. I love that name. Unfortunately, it's a real person's name. Don't look at it. She's an actress I met once. I don't know if that's her real name. Space Armstrong said, for a moment, my sound got much better. So is that how it's always supposed to sound? Like I'm supposed to sound like this? I'm supposed to have my face right up against this stupid thing? In which case I can't see the screen? That probably does sound awesome, right? Let me turn the gain up. Let's fiddle with the gain. Which button is gain? Oh, yeah, there we go. What if I do that, or turn it all the way down? I don't want to sit here with my face like this. I should just send this stupid stuff back to Amazon and get a headset. Yeah, I'm supposed to lean in. Good Lord. All right, what if I move this here? There, how's that? This is terrible. I can't see any. The whole thing is in front of my face. Yeah, this would be fine if I was doing radio and wasn't trying to stream a game. I can't see anything now. Here, I'm going to turn the gain up just a teensy bit. Wait, where? Okay, there. Let's try this. I know, I used to use a headset too, and the stupid thing fell apart. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to get serious and buy serious equipment, and I can't figure this stupid stuff out. Richard Holt says, place the mic so it's near your mouth. It's near my mouth. Look, if I... That's my head hitting the mic right there. All right, you know, I'm just going to return this junk and get a headset. Oh, see, there's my headphones banging into the mic. Oh, Rocket Monkey, thank you. Rocket Monkey says ignore those jokers and do what I'm doing. All right. I'm just going to, how's that? I think I could, yeah, it even sounds weird to me. You know what, we're not going to make any progress in Fallen London if I'm sitting here messing around with a mic all day. But I did say, hey, you guys tell me how it sounds. Space Storm himself, so just get in your submarine. He says it with that tone of voice. Pennsylvania says I should wait until after the stream to return the head. Ugh, get this stupid thing out of me. To return the headset after I've done the stream. All right, how does that sound? Is that okay? Just pretend for a moment that that's how it normally sounds. And there goes the thing. I've got this stupid cheap like little arm. Like I gotta look like I'm on a radio show here. You guys should come see me. There. All right, so Eliza Coyle, not the real one. Woman I met once. She's probably on IMDb. I love that name. It sounds so Dickensian. Eliza Coyle died. Her ship boiler overheated. It blew up. She sank. And I got to choose, hey, my next captain is a correspondent of hers. So now let's go through the character creation. Okay, let's decide who you were and what you want to be. Okay, so this basically determines which of these stats up here gets a boost. Why are my pages at 28? Why is that at 26? This might be fallout from being a correspondent to Eliza Coyle. I'm not sure. So basically, this is great text. Oh, Campaign of 68. What is it, in Vietnam? This is great text here. It's worth reading. But just to get to actual gameplay, I'm just going to get through this. I'm going to choose... I like the idea of having higher pages, because pages is like your lore score. And this is a game where the lore is worth paying attention to. So, but you know what? Eliza Coyle was a poet. Let's try something different. Street urchin. You fought in the invasion of hell. See? Fail better knows what letters to capitalize and what letters not to capitalize. Do you hear that, Dream Daddy? Iron is your fighting skill. A priest. Pfft. Natural philosopher. Pfft. Okay, let's go with a street urchin. Your urchin gang cast you out. What? Oh, when you grew too tall. And there, the stupid... Okay, what I'm going to return is this dumb, like, arm, microphone arm that's bolted to my desk that keeps falling. Fred Uwe links to U-Boot, which is a board game. Fred Uwe, isn't there a Kickstarter video game? It kind of looks like The Sims meets Life Aquatic. It's a cutaway view of a submarine, and you manage your crew, and you send them around, and you make sure they eat and go to the bathroom and whatnot. Isn't there a video game like that? What is that called? But Fred's linking to a board game called U-Boot, which is German for submarine. We were kicked out because we were too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last score was big enough to buy a ship. Space Armselt says Poles made the video game, the submarine video game I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to be a street urchin. Low cunning on the high seas. Your friend, another Longshanks, there's a word you don't read often enough, knows a little of gunnery. Only a little, but she can help. Talk to her to find out why she went to Z. So, Fallen London, this is the Under Z, hence the DLC being Submariner. Talk to her, why did she go to sea? So this is my officer here, right? Longshanks Gunner. She gives me a bonus to iron. I've still got this thing. Why do I still have the comatose ferret? I had that last time. Does everybody get a comatose ferret in this game? I'm not sure. U-Boot. Oh, on Steam also. There's a board game and a video game, apparently. Lord Kosk says, I forgot this game has so many menus. Lord Kosk, there's more where this came from. So we were a street urchin, now we're a Z captain. Our A Stranger quality has gone. So the way this game works is we're going to have a journal, which I can't click on because I have to continue, and it's going to rack up little tokens. And the tokens represent story beats. In a board game, they could be cards, for instance. But they're tokens. They each, like here, I've got 10 echoes. Echoes are dollars. They're London bucks, euros, shillings. What did they used to spend in London? Sterling pounds. We have a Longshanks gunner. Why did our veils get... Oh, because we're a street urchin. We went from 25 veils to 50 veils. Veils, that's the cool name for stealth. That's your stealth stat. Here, I'm going to translate Fallen London for you guys. Iron, strength. Your mirrors, intelligence. Veils, stealth or dexterity. Pages, oops, that's intelligent. Mirrors, wisdom, perception. Hearts, charisma, aka dump stat. All right, there. I've just translated Fallen London for everyone into D&D talk. Someone is looking for passage. All right, let's see. We're going to give someone a... what does winning mean to you? Any other game not written by the folks at Fail Better would have a Charlie Sheen joke in here. Guess what? Fallen London doesn't care about pop culture. They've got other fish to fry. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. So this is what I took it as Eliza Coyle. This is basically your overall story quest line. You guys hear the cheer when I move around too, right? That must be super annoying. So I failed this one. Eliza Coyle died. Immortality, eternal life, sounds like something you'd enjoy. And it said that the presbyter, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Fulfillment. Frankly, isn't each of these considered fulfillment? Gather 100 tales. Learn all you can of the Z. Write a masterpiece. Retire. I think I'm going to lean towards this. Oh, no, this is when I was a poet and I had pages. But why did I pick that one? Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. That actually happens in the game. It can happen. Spoiler. A private kingdom. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Establish a colony where you are absolute ruler. I want that. Especially in a game that opens with a Joseph Conrad epigraph. A utopia, perhaps. Perhaps. See, that's writing. A utopia, perhaps, period. Perhaps, period. That's... I love these guys. You can't choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later in the game. Yeah, all right. And that's if we get... You need impossible. A little token that says impossible. All right, so for now, we'll go for... I don't know. We did this one for this playthrough, because normally you do the good playthrough. Is there an asshole playthrough? I guess that would be wealth. Let's just go... What is this one? Unlocked with Under the Untersee. Why do I have this? Does everyone get this? Then why would you not? I don't know. Let's choose this one. Eternal life sounds like something you enjoy. Yeah, okay, well, we're going to be a guy looking for eternal life. Pennsylvania says, can you take the explore option as a pleasant epilogue? Where's the explore option? There's no explore option, Pennsylvania. Quit teasing me. We're going for immortality. Tall Tales, the Presbyterate. I think this is their equivalent of... Is it their Church of England analog? I'm not sure. The Presbyterate guards its secrets fiercely, but amidst the clamor and beer stains of the blind helmsman... Is that a tavern? I think it is. A salt-scarred navigator is telling tales of the continent's deepest interior, of a city called Nida. Or Nida? What do you call it? Well, Nida. I can pronounce this however I want. They're not here to correct me. And the origin of the presbyter's long life. All right, so we're basically looking for Fountain of Youth, right? El Dorado kind of thing. Where is he getting his information? Bring wine. He's susceptible to wine. All right, we're going to give this salt-scarred navigator wine. Our first clue will be in London, an occurrence. Okay, so we now have this token. Right, it's our ambition. Why is there a skull there? All right, I don't like that we got a skull. All right, so I think now we're in the game proper. No, we're not. The last scrap of paper. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbor Master's office. Yeah, there's a typo there. They misspelled harbor. They probably need to patch that. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. All right, so here's where we're choosing whether we're a dude or a chick or what kind of dude or chick. Let's be a dude this time. Last time we were a chick. I took these called cameos. I took the cameo that looked most like Sarah Palin. I guess captain. Does that imply a gender though? Maybe sir. Citizen. Oh, good lord. There's a little communism there. My lord, since we are going for eternal life, let's do that one. Perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Who's to know? Pleasure to welcome you on board, my lord. Last piece of advice. Explore. There you go, Pennsylvania. The explore option. Take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry. Each captain passes on lessons to the next. This is a roguelike. All right. Who are you? Okay, so now that's right. I'm done. Ah! Oh, yeah. Okay, so cameos. Let's see. Which one of these guys looks most like he wants to go by Malor? Ooh. I like the top hat. I like the pipe. I am digging the pipe. It's a little premature to take the guy in the diving outfit. That pipe looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Looks like he's got... Yeah, let's do this dude. Oh, I have to choose my... Oh, God. All right, here's where we're going to be for the next, probably 45 minutes, trying to think of a name. The hardest part of any RPG. So we don't need Lord in the name because that's my title. If it was a game that I didn't like or a game I wasn't sure if I liked, I might put in here something dismissive. But I do like Fallen London a lot. I'm not going to put in... Fallen London and Sunless Sea a lot. I'm not going to put in something dismissive. Let's see. Shoot. See, Lord Hazy Silhouette suggests Lord Dude Chick. Exactly. That's what I would do if I didn't like or care about this game. What is that cameo? That's crazy, but not this playthrough. All right. How about... You guys are no help. I'm not getting any... Lord Sir Hammerlock. Unknown... Uncounson suggests. You know what? I do like Hammerlock. Let's think of a first name. Kensington Hammerlock. All right, I'm super happy with that. I'm not being facetious. I do like that. Thank you, Uncounson. And welcome. I'm not sure I've seen your name in the stream before. All right, now we're in the game proper. Look, this is... Oh, a submariner tutorial. I actually did see this before. It basically says go in my previous map. So the maps aren't entirely randomized. They're more like shuffled. They're kind of tiles, I believe. No, Hazy Silhouette's now making fun of my name by calling me Ken Ham. How can I go back and change my name? The tutorial says in my last map, go south and east. Seemed like head to the bottom right corner of the map, and that's where you'll unlock the submarine stuff. It did have the option to click on spoiler tutorial stuff. I did not do that. All right, let's see. It's been a while. Advice for captains. I think I need this. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Right, so I guess this is just basically tutorial stuff telling me about the game, right? Exploration is the heart of the game, right? Risk brings rewards, staying closed. Okay, I think I know all of this. Okay, yeah, this is just on Mercy. Unforgiving mode, baby mode. Now, you can switch down to it, I think. Yeah, right, but you lose an item called an Invictus token. If you ever catch me playing this without my Invictus token, Alt F4 me out of the game. On machines, your prow lamp dispels darkness, reduces terror, increase your engines, of course. So I don't think it explains here, but your lamp also burns more fuel. All lamps use fuel at the same rate. Okay. Okay, so it is explaining here, you do find out that lamps use fuel. So a lot of times you should do what's called, is it called this? Running dark. Just running without the lamps. Your terror builds up faster. Here's my terror. You'll note I'm not the least bit terrorized. Use your Z. Oh, right. Okay, the hotkey for the Z Bat Scout, guess what it is? Z. Is that going to get old if I every now and then lean in and say stuff? On fighting, when your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you'll say, yeah, tactical combat. Glow around the fire button. Yeah, I just did this, and look where it got me. Reborn in Fallen London. You can fire earlier if you like, but may miss. I'm not sure I knew that. On stories, when you put into port, that's a technical word for landing. You can generally explore and exhaust the story options to your next visit. On terror, here we go. Terror increases gradually over time when you're out at sea. Right, watch the skull. That's the skull. What if I told you don't trust the skull? What game would you think of? That's today's quiz. On news stories, we'll add news stories to the game. All right, I did download. This is fully updated version of Sunless Sea with all the news stories. Sell this book. Oh. Sweet. Just made 50 echoes. Where are my echoes? I probably have to look. Is it in my hold? Yeah, there's this token, see? Oh, echoes there. I've got 110 echoes. Very good. MiG UK wins. That is Planescape Torment. Don't trust the skull. Stupid chair. What if I said, what is it? Don't believe his lies. What is that quoting? I think there's two things it could be quoting. My accomplishments. I'm a mariner. Oh, okay, so here we go. Here are my tokens. Here's everything I've got. My miscellaneous. Let's see. Oh, yeah, someone's looking for passage. Almost safe. I don't know what that means. That's what that is. I have the Submariner DLC. Here's my life goal. Here's where I live. It's basically a shoddy little room above the tavern. My previous life. Very good, MiG UK Memento. So far, MiG UK has 2 points. Everyone else has 0. I was a street urchin, and I live in a crappy room above a tavern. Eliza Coyle had upgraded her quarters, but never got the opportunity to write. You can write a will, giving your next playthrough certain things that you've accumulated. Eliza Coyle didn't write a will, so I'm back in a crappy little room above a tavern. Lineage. Oh, right, how many dead people I have before me. Okay, good. What else? Let's see. In my hull, I've just got fuel and supplies, right? You need both of these. Very important. Here are my gun. Yeah, I've just got a lead beater and stain rod reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun, Mark II. All right. Nothing to write home about. Let's see. I've got 8 crew members. That's fine. Warm-up time. There you go. I like that it's called warm-up time and not cool-down time. What is this? Oh, no stagger. Yeah, so you can stun. Certain weapons can stun. No forward weapon, no aft weapon, just the regular deck gun. Does the deck gun have a 360-degree radius? I'm not sure. All right, so boring ship, 40-unit cargo hold. There's my journal. We saw that. My officers, my gunnery officer, I'm going to talk to her in a moment. My comatose ferret. That's why my heart says 26 and not 25. Why do I have that ferret? I think I had a cat in my other game. I guess it drowned. That's sad. Oh my god, all of this. Right. Oh, jeez, Pete. I don't think I'm supposed to mess with any of these yet, but... Oh, of course, I can't afford anything. I could buy a withern. What's a withern? Oh, mirrors +1. Oh, these are new lights. Okay, so these are new lights. These are new engines. Is it worth buying a new engine? I don't think so. Elderly steeple engine. So I think one of the pitfalls in this game, and this game is super frustrating to a lot of people, which I completely understand. You know, fine, go play Call of Duty if you can't handle it. I understand, that's okay. One of the pitfalls in this game is you go slowly. It takes a while to get places. So naturally you might think, all right, you know what, my time is too valuable. I can't handle negative gameplay space. So I'm just going to buy a faster engine. I'm not going to worry about guns. I'm not going to upgrade my hull. I'm just going to get a faster engine, damn it. And so you do that. And guess what? You're burning fuel more quickly, which means you're reducing your little window for getting lost at sea without fuel. Like, you're making the game more dangerous. You're burning fuel more quickly with a better engine. I mean, you're going faster, and I imagine the efficiency, the exchange rate is maybe better, but don't, you know, just kick back, chill, be willing to not only go slowly, but not even leave port. Be willing to sit here and read all this stuff, which is what we're doing. Okay, so you can get new engines at the Iron and Misery Company, Caminus Yards. Mr. Fires makes guns, of course. What is Ratis? I want this guy. Oh, no, for quicker repairs. I think when you do repairs at sea, it costs supplies. We are clay. Also, yeah. So this guy hogs up 3 crew quarters. Is that what quarters is the limit to? Because he's a big fat clay dude. Oh, well, actually not because he's a big fat clay dude. Because there are 3 of them. It's a trio of clay stokers. And what does it do? So engine power, right. Oh, and the iron bonus. I would be at 31 iron. And I'm assuming engine power relates to fuel usage, whether it's through a Clayman upgrade or a better engine, right? At any rate, we can't afford that yet. Naval surplus. What is this? Looks like crappy guns. Well, then what was this stuff? I guess this is nice stuff and... yeah, so repurposed Royal Navy stuff, it looks like. None of which we can afford at this point. We don't want to waste all our money on a nice gun. Torpedo nets. Torpedo. Right, okay, so torpedoes are consumable. They're a great weapon, but they have limited ammo. The exchange, so all this is the trading goods, which at this point we don't need to mess with until we find a place we can sell stuff. And even then, early on, don't blow all your money on buying trading goods. Just explore, because you can cash in. When you go to some place, you get a little token for a report for that place, and you can sell it to the Navy. And then provisioners. Here's the base cost for... what are flares again? Reveal your enemies, increasing speed. Okay, so it's a combat buff. The base cost for fuel is 10. The base cost for supplies is 20. Keep that in mind. What do the candles do? Don't recall offhand. We'll find out. Solus fruit. Guessing. Sounds poison. All right. Advice for captains. We already sold ours. Well, you can't buy this. All right. I guess it's something later you get. We'll find out. All right. So these are the stores. We are going to go ahead and buy. What do we have? 10 and 5. Yeah, let's go ahead. Well, that's what money's for, right? Ah! It's all gone. Oops. All right. I hit that button a little too cavalierly. That's okay. You know what? That's what I meant to do. It's exactly what I meant to do. And here, I thought we could go... oh, yeah. We'll do this later. So, and here's our ship. It's a boring old Legeia-class steamer. I want this. Don't have enough money. Actually, do I want that? That looks terrible. I've already got that. Anyway, we can't go ship shopping now. Get out of here, Tom. All right, here we go. We're actually now playing in earnest once you're here, believe it or not. So we were told someone wants a ride. Agree to carry the August travel writer to Gator's Morn. Yep. We'll take you there. He shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It's Gator's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I guess implying he might take us to other places? Is this a little breadcrumb quest? I hear he hurries over to your stoker, who is carrying his steamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourselves. Give it here. Remember, my lord, that is the correct address for Kensington Hammerlock. Gator's Morn. I'll pay you 150 echoes when we arrive. Good. I like that price. Okay. There's no reason to go home, but let me just look, see if there's anything at the house. The Unexpurgated Gazette, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine. Let's go ahead and... right, if we have recent news, we can't read it. And I think when we read it, it gives us recent news, which is basically information. You can trade information. The Echo Bazaar, that enigmatic marketplace, has increased its tax on love stories. The Trader Empress has forbidden singing in the street outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. Jerks. The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gallbladder wasps. I seem to recall in Fallen London fighting gallbladder wasps. I could be wrong. So we now have this token. I think there are things we can do with it later. Why can't I visit my study? Oh, because my room doesn't have a study. Rest in a room. Why can't I do that? Right, because I don't have any terror. Resting reduces your terror and heals you up. I don't need any of that. Purchase an elegant townhouse. Yep, I remember when I had an elegant townhouse. I don't anymore. When I get 1,000... Oh, good Lord, I wasted 1,000 echoes on an elegant townhouse in my last playthrough. Consider retirement. Yeah, when you get a mansion, you can retire. And then back to the rest of the city. All right. Okay, we definitely want this. We can't go to the university until we get a secret. And secrets are experience points, basically, I seem to recall. Carouse in the Wolfstack docks. Why can't I do that? Oh, because you have to pay money. I spent all my money on supplies. Hire more crew. Not going to do that. We've got, as long as your crew is over half, forget where it tells you that. It probably tells you that in the book I just sold. When your crew is at half, you run at 100% efficiency, which is mathematically not a sound gameplay mechanic. And the number of crew you have determines how quickly you eat your victuals. If anybody can spell victuals in the chat, I will give you a point. And you'll be, MIG UK is at 2 points, everyone else is at 0. Spell victuals. Hire on more crew, we don't need that. It costs money anyway. We don't have any repairs to go to dry dock. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. I think these are like lepers. An immigrant will be paid to be taken north to Venderbite. I think we want that, okay. Okay, let's see. Corky got it wrong. MIG UK got it wrong. Martin Hill got it correct. Martin Hill has a point. I'm sure VITTLES is an acceptable spelling, but the original spelling, oh, Hazy Silhouette came in literally 2 seconds too late. It is VICTUALS. And it's not pronounced victuals. Marketing got it wrong. Lord Kosk got it right. Richard Holt gets a point for the Conrad quote, even though he didn't know how to spell victuals. Okay, so the tomb colonist, it's oddly difficult to die and fall in London. But when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They sleep there until the journey is done. So they're like a cross between zombies, vampires, and lepers. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them. So these guys are such great writers that I'm okay with this. I mean, they're doing it. They know what they're doing. This whole confusion about pronouns being singular or plural as opposed to gender specific, I'm going to cut them a break. So the tomb colonist singular is in your hold. Take them, plural, north to the colony of Venderbite and sell them, plural, there. All right, sorry it's taking so long. One more thing. Let's go to this is the mandatory part of the adventure story where you meet the cast and the character goes around and collects, basically the getting the band back together. Richard says the origin of victuals is the Latin word victus, which doesn't do anything to explain why people pronounce it victuals. Okay, so here we go. Let's go visit the Admiralty. It's the Royal Navy. They'll pay for information from Z captains. This is a fundamental part of how you make your money early on in the game. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligent networks are long gone. Well, so much for the Royal Navy. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them there. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain the Admiralty's favor. I think they give you money and fuel and supplies. Is there anything particular you need? I can only do that when I don't have a commission and I haven't raised my favor. Gator's Morn. All right, so we've got 2 reasons to go there. Gator's Morn is in Corsair's Forest, somewhere not far from home waters. All right, no specifics, but we'll get there. Ask to speak to a higher authority. We can't do that. We have to survey 3 ports first. I wonder if I should be taking notes. I'm not going to. Leave the Admiralty. Yep. Okay, so there we go. Out into the foggy street, turn your collar up. All right, so we've done everything we can do, correct? Guess what? You guys ready? The moment you thought would never come, 42 minutes into the stream. So is hitting full power the same as moving up to speed 2? I don't know the answer to that. Shoot. Someone looked that up online. All right, so here's us eating our food. We'll turn our light off because there's no reason to. Bad Stevenger's Abyss. All right, see this? You're like, wait a minute, I thought you just started playing. Why isn't everything fogged out? What? Well, oh, you know what, Richard? I'll come to that in a minute. I'm glad you typed that. Look, here's the whole area. When you die, I mentioned before, even if you haven't written away, yeah, full power is the same as speed 2, Richard Holt says. Thank you so much for that. That's good to know. I think that might be why I died previously, is I was just saying, no, go full speed, not realizing I was doing that thing where you burn extra fuel and you raise the temperature of your engine, and if you're me and don't remember what you're doing, you blow your engine up and die. Richard Holt says, wait, the map persists now? They changed that? No, Richard Holt, they didn't. Here's what's going on. When you die, even though I didn't secure a will to pass along my townhouse, I didn't quite have a mansion. I had a townhouse. There are other things you can pass along. When you die, you can choose what to pass along to your next captain, your next character. And as I mentioned, this character is a correspondent to, he exchanged letters with, it's the fancy way of saying that, a correspondent to Eliza Coyle. He wrote letters back and forth with her. They were pen pals. And when you make that choice, that's the narrative explanation. The gameplay mechanic for that is you get to keep your map. It doesn't re-roll the map and refog it. Now there is some, I'm not entirely clear on how that works. There's some randomness in the map. It's not, there's also some consistency amongst the maps, and I'm not really clear on how all that works. But I do know I didn't want to start again and fumble around and explore. I wanted to keep my exploration. So Kensington Hammerlock is a correspondent to Eliza Coyle. When she died, they'd been writing letters, and she sent him all of her charts, and he's got those. So we now know, look, Gator's Mourn. Look how easy it's going to be to go there. I also know, I wonder if that still holds true. Let's find out. The Submariner DLC. Does that mean I still have to head down this way? Well, at any rate, we're going to Gator's Mourn. So when you've... Oops. What did I do? What did I do? Shoot. What is that? Okay, I think that's my combat radius. Do I have my lights on? All right. All right, lights off. Oops, I just banged into a buoy. Here's your default here's your default boat speed. When you open up the map to look at where you're going, it pauses the game. So what that means, this is what you're looking at until you upgrade your boats or your engine. And this is why a lot of new players will be like, oh God, who has time? Every time that bell rings, by the way, a day... Oh, I thought it meant a day has passed. I guess it means when I go back to port, I get another token basically saying time has passed. It does tell me when the date passes and I eat supplies. That's what this is here. I have 14 barrels of fuel. Each time this empties or fills up, I use a barrel of fuel. So new players will be like, oh God, who has time? This is taking forever. This is so boring. This is dumb. I'm going to either stop playing this game or buy a faster engine, in which case you're burning fuel more quickly and you're spending your money faster. Normally this might be a discovery. Oh wait, can I still get the port reports? I can, right? Let's drop into Quaker's Haven. But you know what? I don't understand why... Do you guys play Elite Dangerous? It does a lot of the same thing. You spend a lot of time in Elite Dangerous just cruising to where you're going. And it looks so cool that I guess a lot of people don't mind it. That's kind of how I feel about this. So real quick, I'm going to hit the spacebar. The spacebar pauses the game. Here, right here, is telling you as time passes. And you get little bits of flavor text. I don't know what that means. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment and fades. Did I miss some opportunity? I'm not sure. This is lighting up, just saying, I think if you go back home, there's going to be some sort of progression. And that's something you can do if you're stuck, is just float out. Make sure you've got food to feed your dudes. Float your boat off the coast of London. Hang out there till time passes. Go back. Like it's a cheese thing, but if you really need time to pass, that's what you can do if you're stuck. Alternatively, just let your captain get killed and start a new one. All right, so with the whole thing about the word victuals being pronounced vittles, where did that go? Because I like that you guys looked that up. Richard Holt says, it's the same reason anything in English is pronounced weird. It came through Old French. Oh. Well, there you go. Blame France, once again. Fred Dewey wants to know what's the best submarine simulator so far. Still Silent Hunter 3? Man, I don't know, Fred Dewey. That's an excellent question. Probably. Like, is it not the latest Silent Hunter? Didn't a bunch of Romanians do a recent Silent Hunter that's still state-of-the-art? Is that Silent Hunter 3? I don't know. You guys let me know. Richard Holt says you didn't get very far with The Last Captain. Richard Holt, yeah, I did. I really told him, didn't I? Chris Markinson says submarine games are something that I think I would enjoy watching someone else play rather than play myself. Also, games with a lot of negative gameplay space, at least in a submarine game with a strategic level of gameplay. Because a lot of submarine activity, which would be simulated in a submarine sim, is just getting where you're going and looking for stuff and waiting and hanging fire and searching. And, you know, the ocean is big. It's empty. All right, let's go get I think a report here. I don't know why I paused the game. I could have said all that while I was doing this. All right. Oh, and I meant to talk to my Longshanks gunner. Mutton Island. All right. Let me just real quick click the submarine tutorial. Why is this locked? Your ship. Why is it this was not locked before, I don't think. All right. I've got to do something to make my ship submarine capable. How to acquire one. And I can only do this if I don't know how to acquire one. Really? Oh, there it goes. I just misclicked. Travel to the southern coast and follow it east. Port Carnelian. There you'll learn how to convert your ship into a submarine. All right, there you go. Be sure you're prepared for the journey. Are we prepared? I don't know. All right, so I actually don't need this anymore. How can I dismiss this? Yes. Do I want to remove? I think yeah. Otherwise, it's going to stick in my story page, and I'm done with it. All right? Oh, God, I hope I don't regret that. Okay, so now I have this token, which means I can't open that. All right. All right, here we are, Quaker's Haven. Once this simple fishing village... I don't remember any of this. It's been so long since I played. Once this simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Look at all the stuff we can do at Quaker's Haven. And, as the case may be, all the stuff we can't do. A wandering parson. We can't talk to him. He's glancing nervously back at the Cock and Magpie. That's not cussing, by the way, when you say this and it's the name of a tavern. We can go get drinks at the Cock and the Magpie, except no, we can't, because look, we're poor. Oh, we can't talk to this guy. He's part of the Submariner DLC until we have a submarine. Explore the shore. Right, I think this is just saying time will pass. Okay. I think this... Yeah, okay. Pick up a wretched Mog. All right, I did have one of these, and this must be where I got it. Morale, morale. Is a Mog a cat? A yellow-eyed, mangy, piebald thing winds around your ankles like a manacle chain. Oh, those guys are so good. You've never seen a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably it's hungry. Well, of course we want this guy. He's going to eat 3 of our supplies? I mean, I had a Mog before, and I don't remember it doing anything. I think it does fill one of your crew member slots. Would a Mog be a first officer? You know, let's take it. Who can turn down a cat? It jumps down from your arms and disappears into the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. Good work, Mog. He did eat our supply. Yikes, we're down to 4 supplies. Where'd all our supplies? We're eating supplies that quickly. Appoint your new mascot by dragging him from the officer's tab to his slot at the top of the screen. Right, okay. If you do it at sea rather than port, you may affect crew morale. Meaning, assign your jobs while you're at port. This is a mascot, one variety of officer. Okay. Explore the shore. We'll do that. We can't chat to the fisherman because we have no money. We're supposed to tip him, I guess. Right. You'll need coin to open their mouths. Visit the hilltop atop the town. This is a challenge, and it challenges our pages. We have an 83% chance of success with our pages of 28. Buy supplies. We have no money to do that. And then finally, buy fuel. We have no money to do that. All right, let's explore the shore. Although, is it going to burn our supplies? That stupid cat ate 3 of our supplies. All right, let's real quick. He gives us an iron of 2. And does it matter where we drag him to? Let's see. I like the idea of a cat being my surgeon, my cook, my chief engineer, my first officer. Let's make the cat a first officer. Wait. What am I doing wrong? It said do that. Oh, no, doy. All right. Wait a minute. I guess a cat can't be a first officer. Right, mascot. Shoot. All right. Dagnabbit. I want to make the wretched Mog my first officer. Do I want hearts +1 or iron +2? Sorry, comatose ferret. There we go. See, I'm figuring out the interface. Quaker's Haven, let's... Did we get a port report? Is that something in our hold? Recent news, a tomb colonist. Come on, surely we got a port report. I guess we have to go where the Admiralty told us to go to get a port report. Is that correct? I guess so. Let's see. Retreat. Yeah, okay. I thought everywhere gave you a port report the first time you'd visited it. Have I undermined the port report economy by keeping this map from my last playthrough? Shoot a monkey. I hope not. Let's see. Can we make it to Gator's Morn on 4 supplies? Well, we're going to try. Oh, but let's go ahead real quick. Let's go ahead and explore here. All right, explore the shore. I'm going to check up here to see if we use supplies when we do it. I think we're going to. Wander a little away from the dock. We haven't so far. Fisherfolk sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates. And is that a drowny down by the water's edge? They sit round a fire at the Z's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? Of course I will, except nope. You have to bet $1. I can't believe I spent every blessed echo I had. Shoot. Yikes. And these are pages challenges, I'm guessing. Yeah. Well, apparently riddles are for children, and they're not for people who don't have a single echo. Hazy Solid says, where are you taking the tomb colonist? I thought they wanted to go north. They do. They want to go to Venderbite. Venderblight? Bite. I think it's Venderbite. There, yeah, Venderbite is where they want to go. But what I was going to do for my first thing is fulfill that Admiralty quest and come down here. It looks shorter, right? It's equidistant. Actually, no, maybe even a little longer. I could have gone to these 2 places on the way. All right, here we go. Let's head back down to Gator's Morn. We're working on behalf of the Admiralty. Oh, wait, there was something else. We could go to a hilltop, right? Explore the shore where we don't have the money to do the riddles, which are for kids anyway. A low-risk challenge. We have a high chance of passing it with our pages of 28. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets, not buffets, from an inexplicably local fragment of weather. And the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins. It to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly like a god cut in half. It's a little dramatic. What a noise. It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask. Remember, that's that viscously black substance. Oh, actually, those were the riddle. The guys doing the riddles had the viscously black liquid. Below you, the locals make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. We succeeded. We passed our 83% chance roll. Here's a question. I kind of wish I could see the die roll. I gained 2 terror. Here's our terror stat right here. This little green, these little dots are, I think they show you how quickly it's accumulating. Does this fill up? I think, is this on a scale from 1 to 100? I think it is. We have 39 fragments. Fragments are XP, I believe. Wait, is that secrets or fragments? What's the difference between a secret and a fragment? Ah, right, fragments combine into secrets. It's the same as the difference between a copper piece and a silver piece. That's all for now. You'll find a story. Right, so notice that lantern is gone. I think that means story beats. What is this? Oh, okay, here's our this is our experience point bar. All right, so we got some fragments. I'm okay with that. Let's head out, and we're going to continue. Turn off the light. Hit the map. Oh, right, let's try the little Z Scout. There's a little bat. What does he do? He doesn't use fuel, does he? I don't think he does. There are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. And can you just hammer that freely? Oh, look, there's the, not the cooldown time, the warm-up time. Also look on the map. Ooh, okay, that's just that little bit of land there. Ah, stupid chair. Alright, I'm going to mess with this mic. Let's see. What if I do that? If I lean back, does it make it? Am I supposed to do... Oh, mics are so annoying. Headsets are so much easier. Why doesn't everyone just use a headset? Getting a little terror. You'll note that I accumulated... Yeah. This is partly a matter of running without your lights. But you save fuel. You'll note we've still got 4 supplies because that says this bar builds up. We have eaten into one of our barrels of fuel. So this is slowly depleting. There's a lighthouse. Do we have that on our map? That must be Patrick's lot. I do kind of wish that you could look at the map in real time without pausing the game. You know what? Maybe I'm okay with not. Because that's one of the things that I object to in a lot of games that you play from a first-person or third-person perspective, is when they have a mini-map. Should I mess with this? Wait, how do I get information on him? Right-click? I thought there was a way to check him out. All right. When you have a mini-map, it tends to draw your eye as a more convenient way to navigate. So you're not looking at the world around you. So I guess that's kind of what's going on here, is rather than having this open in a window down here and that's all I'm looking at, it makes me look at stuff here, because they've got fine artwork. I love the look of this. All right, here we go. Don't try this at home, but I'm going to attempt the pronunciation of this. Ready? Here we go. Bornvadis Pillar. Bornvadis Pillar? Bornvadis Pillar. There, I'm sticking with that. Gator's Mourn. That implies to me I've never been there, because wouldn't it have unfogged a little bit? Let's find out. Oh, shoot. Can I... Alright, we're going to test something. Can you go under these bridges? I'm going to be a little peeved if you can't. Now, one of the differences between this and Elite... Oh, no. You can't speed up time in Elite, can you? Elite Dangerous. Other games, and every submarine sim I've ever heard of... Yes! Nice! Every submarine game I've heard of lets you speed up time. Oh, there it is. So I don't think I can dock... Yeah, until I get into this little circle. And you know what? The music. I love the music in this. So we're now down to 3 supplies. We'll look at the map in a minute and see what that might mean. We still got plenty of fuel. What is that? Engine temperature? Okay, I guess that's okay when it's just half full. It's not something I should worry about, right? I'm not doing anything stressful to the engine. All right, so we had 7 or 8 supplies when we left. Shoot, I think we had 8. The stupid Mog, the wretched Mog, it's a cat, ate 3 of them. So basically running on 5 supplies, we have come this far. And we're down to 3, right? Excuse me. So, oh, okay, I need to use the mute button. Another thing about this stupid mic, if I run this fan, it's super noisy. Yeah, you guys like that? So I hope you're happy. It's hot in here, just so you guys can hear me. So apparently I have been here. It doesn't unfog the map any farther when you dock at Gators Morn. So we've got plenty of food to get back is basically my point. Is don't freak out. Don't feel like, oh my god, I need to run at full speed and burn extra fuel. 5 food is plenty, is actually about as much as it would take to go this far and back. Now, depending on the price of food, you might think, oh, I'm going to spend my money buying food here. I don't think it's a good idea to buy expensive food and supplies. Just work your way exploring the area around Fallen London, and you might find effective ways to buy. You might find food and fuel at a decent price, but don't just pay extra for food and fuel if you can go back to Fallen London, which again is part of the one of the things that would frustrate people about this game is the time it takes to go back and forth to play optimally can be hugely discouraging to people. And so those people should go play Call of Duty. Okay, here we are at Gators Morn. What does this mean? Like, I know gate is like a horse's gate. What is gate? Okay. The Morn is a oh, right, okay. A stalagmite vast as a crag. Look at the artwork. That is so awesome. A stalagmite as vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. All right, when I lean back in my stupid chair, I need my glasses to read when I'm this far. I play board games with a bunch of buddies every Thursday night, and most of us started out playing LAN games, like RTSs and shooters, on a LAN I used to have. But as online gaming became more popular, LAN support is more rare, and furthermore, these guys now tend to play whatever video games they want to play at home. So we play board games instead. This group that used to play video games all the time, we're always playing board games, and we now, this is really hilarious, we're like a bunch of old dudes, because now when we're playing, if somebody forgets his glasses, it's a huge obstacle. And it's like, I left my glasses, I can't read this card, can I use your glasses? No, that prescription's not right for me. Let me use your glasses. And then he reads the card, and then the other guy's like, oh, wait, it's my turn. I need my glasses back. We're a bunch of old dudes now playing board games. All right, so Gators Morn. The Morn's a stalagmite vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. Again, that's a misspelling you need to patch out. The Corsair's Citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the Z. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. I love that. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. I defy you to find any game with writing better than that single line. Sure, you'll find some games with writing as good as that single line, but you will not find any game with writing better, and you certainly won't find any game that has pound for pound, word for word, syllable for syllable, writing better than Sunless Sea. Higher, higher, now the Untersee shimmers like glass below. Children clambering in crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. Now that's the way you use an adverb. Wave alarmingly? What does that mean? That's awesome. The winch motor slows, and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. All right, let's drop off the August travel writer who's promised us 150 echoes. Here's your payment, my lord. He is referring to me correctly. I'll be back by the evening bell. We'll discuss my next destination then. Look at this. Oh, I thought I got 150 echoes. Yeah, okay, there we go. He did pay us. The day passes. Oh, wait. The rider sets across the planks with good speed, his briefcase in his hand. It seems heavy, although he claimed it held only documents and writing equipment for an interview with a pirate king. Oh, Corky says nothing with better writing except maybe Fallen London. Corky, I kind of look at this, and you can't begrudge me this, right? I kind of look at this as an extension of Fallen London. Like, this is the game built on the foundation of Fallen London. Although, I actually don't know the answer to this. Does any text from Fallen London carry over directly to Sunless Sea? Would that be Dirty Pool? I think I would. I don't know the answer to that. You might also be thinking, oh my God, Tom, stop reading and play the damn game. Well, guess what? Playing this damn game is reading. So there. Again, go play Call of Duty. I was told that once. What game was it? I just remember that insult. I was told that once in an RTS where there was just some dumb, it was a public match and there was some dumb trash talk. And I think I wasn't doing the right thing or building the right units. And I just vividly remember being told to go play Call of Duty. Oh my God, and much to my shame, I actually rolled that out once. I think in Guild Wars 2. The only time I've gotten into one of those stupid, oh, I'm so angry at you, I'm going to say things that are dumb just because I think it might hurt your feelings. The only time I've ever gotten in one of those situations was in Guild Wars 2. I don't even remember the circumstances, but I just vividly, to my extreme shame, remember getting in a spat with someone, and it was over party chat. I think it was during one of the dungeon instance things, and telling the guy, and as soon as I hit enter after typing the words, I was so deeply ashamed of myself, telling this guy in my team that I was having this argument with, typing the words, go play Call of Duty. Not my finer hour. Yeah, MigUK says even in Battlefield, go play Call of Duty is the go-to insult. Corky says we give a box of cheap reading glasses for board game nights. That's a great idea, Corky. Okay, so as I said, reading is playing Sunless Sea. It's one of the great things about it. The day passes relatively peacefully. There are brawls, but in good fun. The blood washed away with celebratory beer. By night, the boisterous cheer has given way to whispers about an uncommonly brutal murder, executed within an experimental shipyard. They say you couldn't enter the yard without stepping in the victim. Why is that paragraph in the text about our traveling writer with the suspiciously heavy briefcase? The travel writer returns. He greets you with a curt nod as he boards your ship. All right, we've got super tons of money. Oh, what are we going to spend all that on? Guess what? Supplies and fuel. Aquamafia says, better writing than Planescape Torment. Aquamafia, I like that you brought that up because, yes. Planescape Torment is great, and there's some really cool stuff in there, but Planescape Torment is a twist on the usual fantasy nonsense. Like, Planescape Torment has some great stuff, and I'm looking forward to, at some point, sitting down with Tides of Numenera. But there's no, as cool as the world building is there, as cool as the characterization is, a lot of it is because stuff back then was just dopey fantasy tropes. And Planescape Torment dared to go into this sort of darker, what was it, like extra-dimensional. I remember playing D&D, how cool it was, the idea of having an adventure set in the astral plane. Because normally you play D&D and you're just like, there's a forest with elves. Hey, here's the wasteland where the orcs are. Like, that's what you did. There's a dungeon and goblins live down there. So this idea of, well, we're going to adventure in the ethereal plane was cool enough, but the astral plane, whoa. That was a lot of what was cool about Planescape Torment, is this idea of being set in an alternate reality kind of place. And there is good writing in that. And again, I do totally want to play Tides of whatever it is, Phenomena. But no, I think the Fail Better guy's way better than Chris Avalon. Is that his name? And I love seeing his name on stuff. But the team at Fail Better, and there's it's definitely a joint effort. They have a voice, they have a distinctive voice, but they also have multiple writers. I would definitely say this game has. Yeah, Richard Holt is with me. Richard Holt, who hates Endless Space 2 with an irrational fury that burns as bright as 1,000 suns. You know, I think Endless Space 2 might have killed his dog. I'm not sure. But he agrees with me, and he says this game has better writing than both Torments. And no, I'm afraid I did not play Tides of Numenera. I started it up and thought, well, this is cool. I can't wait to play it. And then I did something else instead. And it's been long enough that if I go back to it, I'm going to need to restart. So I maybe got, 2 hours into it, something like that. All right, let's see. Oh, look here. It's April 1st. It's now April 2nd. I'm keeping track of the date. When did we leave? Oh, March 30th. All right, so it's only been a couple of days. I wonder how far back this is going to let us scroll. If I was a game designer, I might keep this in a text file somewhere. All right, we've got our money. Our travel writer is back. Where is he going to ask us to go next? I guess he'll tell us in a moment. The August travel writer. Oh, look at him. He's got a little bit of a Vincent Price aspect to him. The August travel writer flips through his notebook while on your deck. Awful thing, that murder. Commonplace here, I suppose. Fortunately, my interview was illuminating, and my business on the morn is complete. We can depart. I have another port to visit, if you'd care for another 150 echoes, which I definitely would. Refuse to aid him. No, this is a great source of early income. Splendid, the travel writer snaps his journal shut like a trap. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, fail better, I love you guys. The Cumayan Canal next, I think. Do we even know where that is? Oh, yeah, of course we do. Look how good I am at this game. I know where everything is already. So I'm so glad you said this. Aqua Mafia says, I'd also pitch Alpha Centauri. What little story there is, and tech flavor text. Absolutely, Aqua Mafia. And that was one of the things I thought of when I was playing Endless Space 2, where there are definitely, there's a bunch of super imaginative stuff in Endless Space 2, and a lot of it is really well written. And I was thinking, I think I would go so far as to say, the writing in Endless Space 2 rivals Alpha Centauri? Is that pushing it too far? I don't know. I don't want to trigger Richard Holt, who might fly into an insane rage if we praise Endless Space 2. To be fair, it sounds like he has the sort of issues that anybody would have who pays a lot of close attention to a game and can sort of see the holes in it. This idea of a chick product. Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just teasing Richard Holt. So I think I would go that far with Endless Space 2. Okay. Richard Holt is now saying, I've gone way too far. All right, so that means Richard Holt and I will have to duel. We will duel in a game of Endless Space 2. I will be the Cravers. He will be the Sophons. We will start in adjacent systems. And then we'll settle that fair and square. Lord Kosk senses the table that Richard Holt is flipping. All right, look, fed the crew. They're eating our... Wait, what? How did that happen? I thought we had 3. Well, we're eating... Yeah, oh my god, did you guys see that? Time has been passing. What the... Oh, I'm so angry. Is that true? Hold on, I gotta watch this. I'm gonna be so mad if that ticks up. Oh, I'm gonna so uninstall this game. I thought it went up. It looked like it was going. Whew. All right. Narrowly averted a huge crisis. I mean, I fit space. It is pausing. No way. Does time pass in port? Oh, I am so angry at this game. This is the worst game of all time. Look at that. Oh my god, it's doing that. You have to pause in port. Seriously? Is it because I don't have this up? Maybe when this is up, time doesn't pass. All right. Richard Holt says the only fair contest between he and between he and me. Yeah, between he and me. Between me. The only fair contest between he and me would be a game that we both hate, Civilization 6 at dawn. Richard Holt, guess what? I don't hate Civilization 6. So there. I love some of their city building stuff, but it's definitely not a game I would choose to play. Like, I don't think I hate it. Did I give it 1 star? I don't remember. I guess I would say I dislike it. All right. Let's go rage uninstall this. It sounds like time is passing in port. It looks like it's not passing when we have this open. So I guess that's all right. Still, why would time pass in port? All right. What do you guys... You guys stop talking about sports in the chat channel. Oh my god, it's like junior high all over again. I have no idea what's going on. All right, look, now we have money. Look at all the money we have from our August Traveler. What was he called? August Travel Writer, I believe. So we can go to the Errant Limpet. Not quite the, what was it? The Cock and Morgue? What was the other place called? The Errant Limpet, a drinking den by the dock cradles, is a good place for your crew to find companionship and let off steam. But although Gator's Morn is a free port, the Corsairs prefer their own and look askance at, quote, respectable, end quote, Londoners. Our Veils. Veils is your stealth stat, and look at my Veils. It's super high because I was an urchin. I was kicked out of the urchins for being too tall. Yeah, look at them. They're going on. They're talking about sports. 2 stars for Civ 6. That sounds about right. All right, so let's see. Do I want to spend 50 echoes? No, I don't think so. Although I think this is how you get more crew members. Oh, which we want to talk to her at some point. I keep forgetting. Actually, I think talking to your crew members is just a way to cash in XP for higher stats, if I'm not mistaken. I could be misremembering. Pay the loitering docker for his strategic information. I like the sound of this. Admiralty sent you? Price has gone up. It's not safe here. You'll pay the difference, won't ye? Let's see. Oh, 5 echoes. Well, yeah, right? What do we get? Unlocked when objective is retrieve strategic information from Gator's Morn. Oh, well, we want that. Really? We're going to have to pay for it? Refuse to pay the information. You're a rough cove. Come on, this is me living and me life. Well, we're not doing the asshole playthrough yet. So I think we'll go ahead and pay him. I mean, we've got 150 to spend. A grin. You're a generous soul. You'll have your reward the other side of the river one day. Excellent use of a capital R. And here's a little reward for now. Good sailing to ye. The report is barely legible. Perhaps that's part of the code. The Admiralty will know. All right, we got what we wanted. When we return this to the Admiralty, I think they just give us a bunch of supplies and fuel, I believe. Maybe money. All right, what else can we do? We're not paying these jokers 50 credits, 50 secrets. Explore the Morn. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Morn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throat full of lurching terror. Sounds good to me. What does this tell us? Unlocked in something way. So that's a passing time thing. I'm still so mad about that. I'm glad it's not going up. All right. Oops. Alex Chapman wants to know if I'm Tokyo yet. What? Are you guys talking about the Secret World? Oh, is Left Empty moving to Tokyo? That can't be true. Or are you guys talking about sports again? I think I heard a cat. Did you guys hear that? Hold on a second. Hi. Come on in. Well, come on. Come on, Fatty. I know. I heard you this time. All right, come here. You want to just hang out there? Come here. Oh, God. Painful. You are so bad. Okay. All right, sorry about that. All right, where was I? Yes, so we can do this. There's no reason not to. Wretched Mog sighting. Do you hear that? They called you a wretched Mog. You have anything to say about that? I guess he's accepted it. This expansive emptiness is not what I expected. Oh, here. Oh, we did this before. Or is this the same thing we saw at Gate? I'm really confused. All right. So we don't want to... Oh, 1 echo. I can pay that. My pages is only 33. I'll pay 1 echo for a 1 in 3 chance. What does this one do? Yeek. 16. That is a 1 in 20 chance, by my math. Left Empty's moving to Tokyo tomorrow. Really? That's cool. Why are you moving to Tokyo? I want to move to Tokyo. All right, we're going to pay the echo, and we're going to have a 1 in 3 chance of one of the simpler riddlers. One of the fishermen is bursting to try it. We succeeded! Did you hear that? Sweet, you're my good luck mog. That's the answer. Your name is Shadow, and you're a cat, and it's... Can you believe this? He's not impressed. A cat's shadow. Oh, what was the question? That's the answer, but we don't know the riddle. A cat's shadow. The fisherman grumbles but pays up. Oh, I didn't realize we were gambling. You succeeded. That's all for now. We gained an echo. Oh, we paid an echo to... Oh, but we got 10 fragments. Chris Markinson is telling Left Empty that he should tell me how excited he, Left Empty, is about the move. Left Empty, does that mean you're not excited? He says he's got all his crickets in the bullet train. That must be a figure of speech in Japan they have over there that I don't understand. Left Empty says, who requested this instead of the early access thing that I forgot the name of? This was Soren Hoagland, I believe. Could be right. Yeah, I think it was him. And frankly, if I had my druthers, I would probably be live streaming Tooth and Tail. All right, so we made 10 fragments and an echo. Big whoop. Introduce the Blemigans to the Morn. What are Blemigans? I don't think we have them. Oh, we don't have a docile. We don't have a docile or otherwise Blemigan. I'm not even sure what a Blemigan is. Collect your ill-gotten gains. Have you been sending stolen ships to the Corsair's Forest? Oh, okay, that's if we're a pirate, because this is a pirate base. Fred Uwe says everybody should visit Japan one day. Fred, he says their toilets are brilliantly designed. Yes, it was a Soren Hoagland request. Chris Markinson is verifying. Overhear rumors of a pirate poet. I think we will. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Whatever that means, I like the sound of it. We can only do this if unlocked when encounters with the pirate poet is you have heard of the pirate poet. So somewhere in my journal, I love the way this works. Where would that even be? Wait a minute. I haven't heard of a pirate poet. Wait a minute. Hold on. Under shenanigans. I can go unlocked when encounters with the pirate poet is I have this. You have heard of the pirate. How do I know I have it? She hunts far from London, picking off both other pirates and travelers who sailed too far. I feel like I should have a token that says, hey, you've heard of the pirate poet. I guess not. Oh, well. Well, the game's just assuming I've heard of the pirate poet. I mean, I guess I've heard of the pirate poet by reading this little bit of text. Okay, let's go here. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clay man who freed herself with the power of verse. Possible. Others insist that she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she sails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. More sober voices mutter that no, it's just an Alcaius-class vessel. Alcaius? Alcaius-class vessel. Whatever the truths, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest of captains risk the lonely parts of the sea, where her flag is said to fly. Sounds like she's a boss monster. All right, what else can we do at Gator's Morn? Wait, we did this, right? Didn't we? No. We did. I thought we had the report we needed. Oh, it's not specific to Gator's Morn. Okay, interesting. All right, this is what we're here to do. Why is it chancy? Oh, because of our veils, but we've got good veils. We succeeded. Sweet. Again, you know, I think, okay, here's my official decision. I want to see the die roll. Aqua Mafia wants to know if you guys can get me a ticket to review the toilets in Tokyo. I guess for my Patreon review request. Let's see. $350 is half the plane ticket. Oh, Left Empty is linking to them on Amazon.com. Tickets to Tokyo or toilets in Tokyo? And it looks like there's this value 0 item that was, hey, you've heard of that pirate. Where would that be then? In my hold? Well, I guess If it's a value 0 item, where is it? Everything I own should be somewhere, right? I'm going to rage quit this game. Look at that. Fuel, 30. No way. Not for an Echo more than 10. Supplies, 40, please. Oh, here's where you buy these. Look how expensive that is. Cask of mushrooms. So these are trade goods. And is there anything else to do here? Right, we overheard the... Why is that lit up? Wait, time didn't pass when I did that. No, okay. All right, I think we're ready to leave. Because we now have our report that we can sell. We did what... I guess that's something different, selling the reports and doing stuff for the Admiralty. Okay, so we're done with Gator's Mourn, and I think we decide, okay, when I hit this, I'm going to immediately hit pause. Wait, no, okay, wait. That's pause. We're now sailing back. We've only got 2 food. Should we try to go here and then up here? Because it's the same distance, right? According to the rules of trigonometry, it's the same distance as that, right? Isn't that how math works? All right, no, we're going straight back to Fallen London because we have very little food. Okay, turn off the light. Just save fuel. Wait, what do you want? Are you leaving? All right, fine. Go. I don't care. All right, cat on the move. All right, sailing by Patrick's Lot. So, see this little thing? The little red lights here represent how terrified we are. I wonder if when we sail through the beam of light here... Oh, it does! Sweet. So, light is a real thing. It minimizes your accumulation of terror. My terror is 20. Now, when you go back to town... it's a long way. I think you're always given the chance to rest and heal up some terror. I think it expects that you would. Japan Truck Simulator is not a thing, but wouldn't that be something? See, I think stuff unfogs in blocks this size. So there's no reason to stray over here. What is that? Why isn't it marked? I'm clicking on it. I don't like something not having a mark on it. All right, so that means a day has passed. It is now April 3rd. I feel a prick in my skin, which I think is just the message you get when this pops up. All right, so we're going to go around Rowena's Rocks. Should we swing by here? Did we? I think we did. Maybe we didn't. All right, we still got 2 crates of food. We just ate one of them. Is this a slider? No, what does that even do? Needless to say, not making a lot of progress in terms of exploring the Submariner DLC. I have not been here. What is that thing? No, let's dock there and find out. I don't remember. Bad Stevener's Abyss. A lightship. Oh, okay. What does that do? Okay, they long for news of home. So, remember when we were at our room above the tavern, one of the options was read the Gazetteer, read the newspaper. And we did, and it gave us this little token, recent news. Since we have that token, we can give the crew of the lightship news, and what will they give us? In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. Is that an argument for an Oxford comma? No, it's not. No, it's not. Actually, that would not be an Oxford comma. That would be a misplaced comma. The Z's terror recedes. Look at that. I lost 5 terror. Sweet. I have a Z story. They told me a story. You can traffic it. Hey, they ate up my news. Now I can't use it anywhere. You can only pass news along once. Yeah, Left Empty saying one thing I didn't like much in the game is how news was spent. Right? Left Empty. Information is not a fungible. Is fungible right? I might have to go look up fungible. Fungible is something you use up, right? Anyway, information is not a fungible commodity. Purchase fuel. Let's see, at twice the usual price. I don't think so. I can look at what the... Yeah, look how outrageous. No. No! No! Oh my god. Reload. I thought I was gonna look at the buy menu. Alright, you know what? That was a charity thing for the Lightship guys. I was just doing that to earn reputation with them. Ugh. I'm so mad at time passing and wasting my supplies. I'm so mad that I gave these jerkwads a bunch of my money. Okay, turn my stupid light off. Matthew Mangy trying to vote for Request Wednesday on Request Wednesday. Matthew Mangy, you're breaking the rules. Let's sail over Bad Stevener's Abyss. Oh, I wonder, should we be sending our bat out routinely? I think we should. Let's see, where's the dock? Right in here. All right. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, okay. Here we are, braving Bad Stevener's Abyss. Aquamafia says, Sunless Sea takes the black hole information paradox very seriously. Is that an actual thing, Aquamafia? A black hole information paradox? If so, that sounds pretty cool. Where's the little docking highlight? Oh, I am going to the right place. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Richard Holt says, has Tom played some Destiny 2? Richard Holt, please. Not only have I played, my, I'm level 8, wait, my light rate, I don't know how to say it. My light power, light level, whatever, 99. That's right. Hazy Silhouette says, fungible or frangible? Are those the opposing words? You know what? I'm not going to use that word until I go look up what it means. It's like zero-sum game. For the longest time, I had no idea how to use that, so I would just kind of throw it away and throw it around, figuring, yeah, I think it applies here. All right, returning to here. So there you go. On Request Wednesday, in a little over an hour and a half, we've actually done one expedition. We sailed to one port and back. Richard Schultz is saying, wow, I am raid ready. And he's griefing me. I think the raiding is something you start at... someone just posted this on the forum. Something like power level 280. Like, I'm a third of the way there. But also, I'm only level 8. I mean, basically, you play through the game and get yourself to level 20. And then you start what would normally be considered, I guess, the end-game content. But really, it's like the mid-game content, because Destiny is not really about those levels and blah, blah, blah. 270, Matthew Mangy says, is the requirement for raiding. He also says 99 light, ... unfollow. Hazy Silhouette is calling me Zub-Standard at Destiny 2. Well, I'm higher level than Jason McMaster, I'll tell you guys that much. At least I was last night. Returning to the Lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Don't mind if I do. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Because unlocked with terror. Yeah, if our terror was too high, we wouldn't get this. And unlocked when favors. A proposal from... Oh, okay. So this is always something that's a little weird to me. Like that. It looks like placeholder text. But I think the idea is this is unlocked when I don't have... Well, whatever. What's this? Let's Z. Something has changed in the neath. Is that where that pops up? Someone wants to sign on. I guess that's how you get crew members, right? Is you go out and come back and time passes. That's all for now. All right. You now have one of this, another day, a free evening. That's where we can go and deplete some Z. We're going to use our money to get more supplies, and then we're going to take... well, let's see. The August travel writer wanted to go to... what was it? Kylus something? Wanted to go south. The tomb colonist, the guy we have in a... the leper, basically, wants to go to Venderbite in the north. So we'll do one of those quests next. The Rose Market bustles on the Roser's Wharf. Who will be there today? A market for collectors and eccentrics throngs on the Roser's Wharf. There's a verb you don't hear enough. Throng. Okay, so here we are. Consider a special surgeon. I think she's staying in a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. We will definitely take her on. Oh, and I keep meaning to talk to her to see what's available. Employ the Clattery Air. Her talents could be well employed on your vessel. The Clattery Air is a doctor who increases hearts and iron. And wants money. Fair enough, though. Welcome aboard. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. She's very picky about her knives and sharpening stones. Appoint your new officer by dragging her. Hey, nice. A little correct pronoun. From the officer's tab to her slot at the top of the screen. No, not at the top of the screen. Or is that right? Do this in import, not at sea. Okay. I lost 30 echoes. We now have Clattery Air. You no longer have... okay. So... that's not right, is it? Yeah, it's not at the top of the screen. It's there. I was given incorrect information. What is this? So, oh, here's my story quest. Did I miss this before? Let's go look at that Rose's Wharf thing. The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics, anyone with exotic tastes and the gumption to harass Z captains. According to the archaic rules of the market, you can only make one trade per visit. Choose wisely. People at the Rose Market will pay above the usual price. Okay, well, I don't think I brought any goods back. Oh, I see. So I can spend my extra time here, escort some interested acquaintances to the Rose Market. They hope to make a satisfying trade. This will usher in a new day at the Rose Market and perhaps new buyers. All right, well, we don't want to do that because we don't have anything to sell. They would buy Soothin' Cooper long box. I think that's a trade good. Ew, live specimen. A dauntless temperance campaigner is purchasing live specimens. She comes here to protest against the shadow puppet production of the honey harvest, but she's also known to buy caged specimens. All right, so there's nothing for us at the market. Hold on, I have to oh, I can mute. Hold on. A labyrinth of tigers. That's interesting. Merchant venture. Okay, well, let's go up here real quick. The Blind Helmsman is a Wolfstack institution, a centuries-old pub. Oh, this is where my room is, right? Isn't it? Well, there's my lodgings. A centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fry smoke and the nautical mementos nailed to the walls. So it's like a hard rock cafe. Oh, and the stupid microphone arm is messing up. Oh my god. The inanity of inanimate objects. That's not annoying, right, when I fix that? Alright. Okay, so yeah, let's go here. Yikes. When you enter, the salt-scarred navigator is already in full flow. Quote, a city deep in the interior. Nita, it's called. Oh, right, this is my story quest. There they decide the span of every life. It's a lot of power at Nita. Coax tales of immortality from him. For some reason, I can't do this. Nita's walls are basalt? Thinking of Basil Rathbone. Basalt? Nita's walls are this mineral. But within them, it's as close to paradise as a man can make. 1,000 fountains. The streets paved with gem slabs. And the air sweet with honeysuckle and orange groves. How does he know? Has he been there? Well, until we get a cask of mushroom wine. Right, we have to loosen his tongue. And this is just a trade good, I believe. Normally you would buy it cheap, sell it expensive, but you can also use it to loosen the salt-scarred navigator's tongue. All right, so we want to be on the lookout. Here is where would take notes. Mushroom wine SS nav at FL. Okay, we're stuck there. Nothing to sell there. Before we go to our lodgings, let me just see what all this is. Oh, yeah. Let's go turn in the report, which I believe is illegible, according to the text. A matter of luck. 80% chance this will reduce your terror. Frankly, a terror of 23 is not that bad. I think the idea is as long as you're not at 100, you're fine. So as it gets high, you just want to make sure you get back. Yeah, that seems acceptable. I mean, you know, it's a terrifying place. You got to accept some degree of terror. We don't want to hire on more crew because this is good. Again, you might think, well, you want 10 crew members. No, you don't. Your ship functions at full efficiency when it's 50% staffed. So just think of this. This is the game's math. 50% equals 100%. So if I bring on 2 extra dudes, you're just going to eat my food faster. We don't want that. Okay, let's go turn in our report. Gators 1, you have something to tell us about the pirate fleets of the forest? Yes, we do have a port report for Gators Morn. Oh, this, right. We have a port report and we were given strategic information. What's that? Indeed. I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. So this unlocks, I think, higher level quests for the Royal Navy. All right, well, let's turn in our Gators Morn report. You no longer have the report, right? 30 echoes, I'll take it. 1 unit of favor, misspelled, they need to patch that out, with the Admiralty. Your visit to Gators Morn has been confirmed. And they gave us 1 fuel. I'd rather have supplies, but thank you. Let's now give him... Yeah, there's nothing else we can do with the strategic information. Yeah, so it's the favors, right. And if you save them up... I thought there was a reason to not spend. So if we have 1, we can do that. Okay, I guess not. I was thinking something. There's something here you can save up. Oh, well. Okay, let's go give them the strategic information. And we're now going to talk to... Ooh, that dude. He's a little imposing looking. You know what? He looks like me. Look. But he doesn't have a pipe. You're ushered into his office off Mansion Pyre. A cramped room with a vast desk. See, my brain is so nautical at this point. He surveys you across that desk. Ah, yes, the merchant captain, of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. Yes, he will. We can't do this. Right, here we go. I knew, yeah. Okay, if we save up 4 of these, 1 point of fuel, or 1 point of favor, we'll get... So we just cash these in for fuel? Okay, I think that's how it works. Pass on strategic information. The Admiral sits up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. Good writing. That's where we cash it in. I think this is what it's for, right? You can either save it... Oh, hold on. Submit vital intelligence. I think... Okay, vital... Okay, I think we had to spend our first strategic information to get here. Now, it's kind of like a resource. Again, it's like copper pieces and silver pieces. They are different forms of currency. I think if you get enough strategic information to craft a vital intelligence, you come here and unlock this. Or you can earn it through spy networks and some other opportunities. All right, we don't have that. Submit your port reports. We already traded that in. Yeah, okay, so we can just... Okay, so it didn't use that. All right. Or submit a revelatory chart. We don't have one of those. Speak of moves in the great game. I love that. That's it's the term, and I think it's actually an accurate 19th century term for espionage, right? Whispers. We do not have moves in the great game. Look at that. It's a chess piece. Ask what he needs. Ask if there's anything in particular he needs. Unlocked when the objective is. Admiral decommission. Well, let's check this one first. Visit a port and will be interested in the port report. Right, I think I knew this. Visit plays a particular interest and will be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it? Because London got dragged underground by bats. And we don't have a shipment of red honey here also. I would normally write that. Fine. Wait, where'd it go? Red honey. Admiral at FL. FL is not Florida, by the way. It's fallen London. And then return to the docks. All right, let's check this one out. Is it going to spend it? Okay, we don't. Speak to our agent. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay. This is good because this is where our August travel writer wants to go. I think we're going to save these to make this, right? Yeah, we're going to save that. All right. And so I think we're done. I did this. I'm not going to do that. All right. So we'll hit perhaps not. Okay. Let me just look at the... Can't go to the university. Why not? Oh, I need to get a secret. And how do you get secrets? I guess you save up fragments to make secrets. How do you... I thought it was 100 fragments makes a secret. No, 28 more. 300 fragments makes a secret? Man, there's some fragment inflation going on here. Rose Market does nothing. Carousing, I don't know that we want to do that. This looks like we could have a kid if we go there. Unlocked when romance is. A child in London is unspecified. Someone back home is, yeah. Hire more crew. No, we're good. Put your ship in dry dock. Nope. Okay, let's just go back to our quarters real quick. We definitely want to read the paper to get another recent news. We didn't gain any fragments. We lost 1 terror. You don't see that nowadays. Reading the paper making you less terrified. It's kind of the opposite of how it works. Do we want to rest? Why does it cost us rest in a room above the blind helmsman? Well, what? Don't I have a room? Why am I having to pay 10 echo? Unlocked. I have a room above the blind helmsman. Why am I having to pay for it? All right, well, let's do that because... Really? I thought terror was lost in greater quantities than one at a time. We have a restful night. This will strengthen you when you struggle against nightmares. Okay, I think I'm misremembering how to reduce terror. That didn't do a whole lot. Okay, and then go back to the city. Right, well, we're going to definitely need to get fuel. We can't, I mean, supplies. We're super good with fuel. We just need supplies. What else? I want to look at this. The Labyrinth of Tigers, ... What is that even a picture of? Let's click on this. Is open under the patronage of the, and this is where you yell, London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantagaster's children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend. Nota bene, the management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. All right, so they will buy a harlot fry for 500 echoes. We don't have one of those. Or we could purchase a live specimen. We know someone who wants one. Dadgummit, who wanted the live specimen? I forgot. So there's nothing for us at the Labyrinth of Tigers at this point. What are all of those? The Merchant Venturer. I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. And he won't ask how you came by these things. So we now have The venture. Okay, right. The venture has a request. Speak to him further. Okay, so this is basically a quest line that is locked until we get spider silk or zoop. All right, well, we don't have those yet. So, should I write these down? Because these are just trade goods that I buy, right? Or are they? All right, here we go. Taking notes. Write that down. Spider silk times, how many did he want? Times 21, or zoop. Was it times 7, I think? Times 7, and that is the Venturer NFL, just not Florida. All right. Okay, and we are now done. I feel like I'm supposed to do something to reduce my terror. We should try this, right? Oh, carouse, okay. Just hanging out for the night in your quarters, that's not going to reduce your terror a lot. Going out and partying, that will reduce your terror. How much does it cost? 10 echoes. I wasted 10 echoes to reduce my terror by 1. Now, I'm guessing this can have side effects, which I suppose what this bit is here. Unlocked with, yeah, you need a free evening. All right, let's find out. We don't want more. Okay, here we go. We're going to carouse in Wolfstack Docks. Go. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire, and something more. You were fortunate. You've lost 5 terror. Good. You've lost 10 echoes. I knew I was going to pay that. I have recent news. I already had one of those, didn't I? And I lost a day. All right, so that was a way more effective way to get rid of your terror. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. So it's a storyline. The night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with a likely lass, a dapper chap, someone whose name you do not afterwards recall. Your only love is the Z. You'll take comfort where you find it, but that's all it is. So I think this just means that I'm opting out. So, an elegant fellow with a presbyter. Okay, so I think this is the start a romance with a dude, right? Actually, it might not necessarily be a romance. I'll do this. This flower implies that it is. Let's go with the likely lass. She tipsily claims to be a spy. Whatever she is, she's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you're still together. That's cute. Let's go. The next morning, she gives you a pewter locket. As you reach for it, she grips it briefly in her fist. Don't you dare forget me, she says. We have the locket of a likely lass. Sweet. And we lost terror. See? That's sweet. All right. Now, I'm presuming this puts something that can trigger later quests. Oh, well, the locket, I guess. Is it just an item? There we go. Yeah. She never quite smiles. Oh. Why not? All right, so now here we are going to buy supplies. Is there any? No, all these are the same, right? There's nothing new here. It's when we go to the market, there's a guy that can randomly pay. It's the Rose Market, I think, extra money for something. We are just going to buy supplies. Oh my God, supplies are so expensive. Do we spend everything on supplies? I mean, I guess we do. It's the early game for you. We're going to save 20. Because 5 supplies is enough to basically get out to Gator's Morn and back. Now, do we want to go here or here? So there are 2 quests that take us down to, I think so, the Cumaean Canal, right? That's where the August Travel Writer wants us to go, and that's where the Admiralty wants a report. So we're going to do that. 5 supplies will have to do us fine. And I think we're going to hug the coast and see if there's something in here. If I was a game designer, would I do? Yeah, of course, there might be something in there. Even if it's just a buoy or a little named piece of land. All right, and good Lord, it's almost 8 o'clock. Oh, my, 2 hours? Oh, wait, we're leaving. And once we get down there, I'm afraid that's it for Request Wednesday. So what are you guys playing these days? It's probably all Destiny too, right? I was going to wait for the PC version, but I couldn't hold out. It certainly reminds me that I prefer aiming with a mouse and keyboard. I mean, it's fine with the auto aim, and I feel like it's forgiving enough, but I'm so accustomed to mice and keyboards. Let's see, how far out do I have to swing? Okay, so we're past that. If I was a game designer, would I maybe hide something back in there? That seems like it would be mean. Can I pass underneath here? I don't think I can, because if you remember, weren't there like bridges, catwalks stretching between these bits of land you could go under? I'm guessing if it's rendered on the map, it's impassable. And I'm actually guessing it's unfogged because I did go down here, which is why I know the Department of Menace Eradication, they're exterminators, right, is there. All right. Let's actually just look at these real quick. I think it's just... Okay, I'm not going to waste a supply having dinner with her. Are these romance options? I don't remember. And we can spend secrets, which are accumulations of 300 fragments, right? To raise our heart score, which is basically your charisma. Propose to her, or proposition. I wonder if that's just a sexual thing. Not to get married. Proposition doesn't... I think proposition could be any number of possibly lurid things. All right, so that's what we could do with her. Use her to improve our charisma stat, and she could improve our iron, which is our attack ability, strength, basically. Ask her what she wants from life. We'll do that. Or proposition her. The gunner has grown bored of subtlety. Ensure your iron is at least 20 points higher than your veils. Not sure what that's implying. Corky is playing American Truck Sim, which is a bit similar to this, right? It's about traversal and just kind of downtime during traversal, and chilling, right? How are you finding the Southwest, Corky? Khan's Shadow. It's like the flit at Z, right? No one to tell you what to say or do. No one to kick you downstairs just because you got a little bit tall. I'll be a faithful observer. Cat, I'm reading Fallen London. Well, there's no... The Mog is right here. Look. You're the mascot. That's you. You were also the answer to the riddle. This is the best I can provide at this point. All right, I think the cat wants out. Well, hold on. I'm almost done. Let's see. And no one to kick you downstairs just because you got a little bit tall. That's what happened to me. I know. It's the same thing. I was an urchin, and they kicked me out because I got tall. I'll be a faithful officer, but put me ashore at the Shadow, and I won't forget your... Oh, it's like a character quest. Do we know where that is? Wait, what? What did I just do? Did I just... Khan's Shadow, I don't think we have found. All right, well, when we find it, should I make a note of that? Corky says, California is a bit frustrating with the double nickel limit. What is that? All right, we want to steer clear of that stupid crab. We have our lights off, and our veils is fairly high, so that determines basically the detection radius for ships and sea monsters. Although I thought there was a way, if I pause... Oops. Wait, no, I don't want to fight him. I thought there was a... Tab? How do I find out how powerful a stupid crab is without starting combat? Alright, crab, go... Oh, well, there... Oh, 20. He's not that big a deal. I feel like I could take him. The problem is you generally do... Oh, gah! Okay, so, alright, dagnabbit. Alright, we're fighting the stupid crab. Alright, so we're going to take damage, but whatever, you stupid crab. Oh. What do we get out of it? Sometimes... look at that. Let's see. With a forlorn and wailing cry... How much damage do we take? Oh, 4 points. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the megalops... It wasn't a crab, it was a megalops. Turns on its back, legs neatly folded, as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. That's not what I saw on the main screen. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies. I think we're going to do that. or dissect it for knowledge. Our pages. All right, well, we're not doing a knowledge playthrough. Hey, where are my oh, there they are. Wait. Why did they briefly vanish? We definitely want supplies. How many are we going to get? We've got 4 supplies. Oh, we just ate it. You can't store it. All right, was that worthwhile? Okay, turn off our light. The light helps you in combat. True story. What is this? Oh, this is our firing radius. That just comes up when you press E. I guess that's why those went away. When Corky talks about the double nickel limit so that's a unique aspect of the California area. When he talks about the double nickel limit in American Truck Simulator, he's talking about the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit. All right, so we basically ate the crab to dispel all of the hunger we'd accumulated since we lost, which I presume was around here somewhere. I think our terror is accumulating at a greater rate. Shoot, another crab. Dagnabbit. All right, fine. We're going to eat it. Oh, no, it has seen us. Why isn't it attacking us? Oh, turn on the light. Oh, God. Oh, I'm guessing the fog is impacting our accuracy. Come here, you stupid crab. We're going to eat you. So we have 28 hunger, and I guess it just reduces. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll live on crab. People like crab. Wait a minute. I've lost track of the coastline. Okay. Turn off the light. Now, the thing is, and this is one reason I do wish you could see the map. What is that? Looks like this is the Enterprise. This is one of the reasons I do wish you could see the map, is you unfog the map like in cubes at a time. I would kind of like to know when the cube has been unfogged and I can actually turn away. Maybe it's not going to unfog. Here's where we're trying to go. Unfortunately, we have to... There we go. Yeah, all right. What is this? Hold on a second. Why is that box there? Okay, we had an option. You stand on the bridge with the likely lass's locket in your hand. Keep it. It's a risk for both of you. Shorebound lovers grow lonely, and Z captains die young. They do. Or throw it away with enough time and effort. You could break her heart, or she yours. No, we're going to keep it. Look, she's... What is it? She sometimes smiles. She barely smiles. Oh, I just got an achievement. Okay, the Z air is cold, but the heat of your blood has warmed the metal of the locket. Keep it close. It's a little bit sexy. You have a sweetheart in London. We lost a terror. That looks like a jellyfish. Okay. I thought it looked like the Starship Enterprise, in which case I was going to go fight it. Look, doesn't that look like the, what do you call that disc on top of the Starship Enterprise? I know the engine things are called nacelles. Oh, here we go. Suffered 2 damage. Oh, Z-Bats. Let's send those things out. I keep forgetting the Z-Bats. No islands within range. All right. Oh, the radius. Thank you. Pennsylvania was like, Jesus, turn the radius off. Albertine Gates. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was thinking, are we going to have to do something to get through there? Saucer section. Really? That's what it's called? I thought it would have like a more technical, nautical sounding name. Pennsylvania trying to vote for Request Wednesday when you can't do that. It's breaking the rules. It would be utter chaos. And this here, we will know we can dock when this says dock E. All right, my finger is poised over the E key. Look, we still got plenty of fuel. Oh, we just ate one of our crates of supplies. All right, so I'm afraid that's it for today's Request Wednesday. I'm afraid we didn't get so much as a glimpse of the Submariner DLC. I apologize for that, but it's that kind of game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for bearing with me, too, as I'm figuring out this audio stuff. I guess we're going to stick with this. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it and see how it sounded. I am here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. You know how I can prove that to you? See? It says it right there. You can find me on Twitter at QT3. The things I write are at 2:45. And if you like this kind of thing, please check out my Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days, probably with a live stream of Tooth and Tail. Something, I'm quite enamored of that at this point. It's not for everyone. It's a very particular kind of design. I can see some people thinking it's not enough. I can imagine other people thinking it's too much. So let me show you that on Friday, and I'll see you guys then. Cheers.